is going on, all you faithful gamers? This is your boy Blakey the Kid, and we are back with another faithful gaming video. I know it's been a while since I released a new video and stuff like that, but you know, man, life just started hitting me, man. Like, my wife just had a baby, working on some original music for you guys as well and stuff like that. So, you know, and then plus I'm in college still. So yeah, dog, it's been the grind, but you know, I promise to, from this day forward, to try to release at least 1 to 2 videos every week. You know, it's still no excuse to not release like anything at all. I give you guys that. Like, I gotta release something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But you know, this is another reaction video to Terry Bogard. Now, who didn't see this coming? All you King of Fighters fans, like, who didn't see this coming? But of course, Terry was gonna be in the game, but will it be on Joe and Andy's team? I'm kind of like, obviously, yes, he will be, but I'm kind of hoping they'll do something different here. But I mean, who knows, doc? Like, let's just watch the trailer and see what happens. It looks like, you know, the video is actually longer now, like an extra minute.
Terry Bogard.
Okay. This funky 80s music. Back to the original outfit. Okay, they gave him power dunk back. Okay. Okay. The cancel power dunk from power charge to power dunk. Okay. Obviously. What? Did they really just give Terry a grand upper? Are you serious? Okay, okay, cool. Who didn't see that coming? Thought you guys were gonna do something different to shatter our expectations. We all was expecting that, XMK. Okay, so I guess they're doing like a little gameplay video. Okay. He's talking. Alright. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not really liking this Buster Wolf on this one. Okay. Yeah, give him them hands, Joe. Get with that screw upper. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looked like he was doing like some amateur gameplay. Alright. So it looked like Terry got his target combos back. Okay. Alright, well, it's good to see that they actually, you know, did Terry some justice in this one. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he seems pretty much like his King of Fighters 14 rendition. They added his power dunk and they gave him a new Neo Max, which is always cool. I mean, I wish they would have gave Joe and Andy. See, look, this is what I'm talking about. Like, with these new games, man, like, it seems like they're like playing favorites or something like that. Now, of course, this is speculation. Of course, this game is still under development, so we know some of these things might change. But, like, you know, they didn't give, you know, Andy a new Neo Max. Matter of fact, he stayed the same since King of Fighters 13. They didn't change anything with this guy, man, which is kind of weird. But I mean, they might give his moves a little bit more properties. They might, I don't know. We still early. It's still a little too early to tell what SNK is actually going to do with these characters. But I mean, like, just off the cuff, you see like they made some changes to Terry, like for the better as well. You know, he has his rising tackle still, and he has his power dunk, and then they gave him his cancel ability from off of his power charge. So yeah, let's look at this stuff. Now, honestly, yeah, there goes power dunk, power charge. Okay. And then he can cancel his, just like he did right there, he can cancel his power charge and the power dunk. Like that. Now, he could do that since 97. Could he do it in 97? I don't think he could do it in 97, but I know he could do it in 98. I'm not a Terry player, so I don't know. I mean, my brother plays Terry, but he never, ever used power charge at all like that. He plays the way my brother plays with Terry is very unorthodox, but it works for him. And honestly, I would like to see somebody actually beat my brother with Terry. He's like the best Terry player ever. I've never once met a guy that could beat my brother's Terry. Like that's how good he is with him. But I digress. But yeah, okay, it seemed like they, did him some justice, man. And let's look at his meal next. Wait, we gotta look at this Buster Wolf, man. Like all of that stuff in the background, man, like the little shiny effects, man, stuff look like Play-Doh, fam. Like I look like Gumby's in the background, like cheering for him or something, bro. Like that. I mean, hopefully they'll make the effects a whole lot more better looking than that. But of course, the game is still in development, so it still has time to change. And look, you give him the little disco, the little boomer kawanger point. Okay, while he's messing with his head. Power charge. It's a grand upper. They really gave Terry a grand upper, fam. I mean, it would make sense, man. It would definitely make sense. Like, I don't know if any of you guys are like familiar with like old school 90s fighting games and stuff like that, but normally when they make like an American character in these not old school 90s fighting game, they normally give them like a little uppercut move like that. Especially they did it with of course, if you guys are not familiar with the Streets of Rage series, the grand upper move actually comes from a character on Streets of Rage called Axel Stone, and is his last name Stone? Axel Hunter. I'm tripping. Axel Hunter is actually the guy's name from Streets of Rage 2, and they gave him the grand upper move. And I mean, it seemed like they gave it to Terry as well, man. But I mean, it's cool. I mean, they also gave it to Winter Soldier in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. But it's whatever, man. I mean, it's a pretty cool move. I mean, it looks pretty cool to me, man. I don't have any like complaints with it or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, it looked like they gave Terry did Terry some justice. I've never low key, I like Terry. I just like his personality, and I like his movesets or whatever. But he was always my brother's character. My brother actually goes by the name Terry Bogard. Terry Bogard, he was actually he was a high school like a high tier Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 player. He actually won Combo Breaker, I want to say back in 2016 or something like that. I forget which year he won. But I know it's been a while since he competed in that game, because nobody's really been competing in that game lately. But yeah, he's a top tier Marvel vs. Capcom 3 player. He actually went by the name Terry Bogard, man. But that's why he chose the name Terry Bogard. Before he was a Capcom fan, before he was a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 fan, he was a top tier King of Fighters fan, just like the rest of us, man. But King of Fighters games have never really gotten much spotlight. It's never really gotten much clout or a big enough following, except until King of Fighters 13 is when like the following really got big. And then it starred at Evo like quite a few times, man. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fame that King of Fighters 13 got, like King of Fighters 14 wouldn't have even been a thing, honestly. But it got a lot of clout, man, and it started at Evo. I want to say like either 4 or like 5 years consecutively, which was actually cool, man. I always wanted to go to Evo and compete, but like life situations and circumstances always kept me away from it. But and then like it would be just like the devil. As soon as I like have time and opportunity to actually compete in fighting games now, like COVID happens and I can't compete in fighting games. But you know, maybe it's God. Maybe it's God closing the door for me to go and do other things. But you know, I'm always gonna be a gamer. But yeah, man, I've always liked Terry, and but he was my brother's character, so you know, I just let him play with him. But I'm really liking, you know, Terry's design. I thought I was hoping that they would. I mean, of course, the game's still in development, so I was hoping they'd probably give him his fire kick. I don't know if you guys know about his fire kick. He does like a slide on the ground, and then if it hits, he'll do like a little standing high kick to like knock him in the air. I like that move from Terry and comboing with that and stuff like that. It looked like they gave him a couple of his
KOF.
I think he just did it in the gameplay. Yeah. Maybe I can find it. King of Fighters 14 rendition of this song. Oh my gosh, it jammed so hard. Let me see. Yeah, that combo right there. I think he still he still had it in King of Fighters 14. I want to say the little combo that he just did right there, crouching light kick, crouching light punch to the I think it's called Buster Punch, where he does like a little uppercut. Let me see. Right here. Yeah, so that little target combo right there, looked like they gave that back to him. Yeah, so it looked like that was also my brother's favorite target combo to do, which, you know, because he kind of didn't have that in King of Fighters 14, my brother like, oh man, this game sucks, man, Terry sucks, man, and my brother just didn't know how to adapt to the game system or whatever have you. But I'm not gonna lie though, King of Fighters 14 did kind of suck, dog. Like it was honestly, King of Fighters 14 was a big disappointment. But I mean, it was a more balanced King of Fighters game. I will say that it was definitely a more balanced. It just wasn't balanced in I would say most people's favor, as far as, you know, hardcore King of Fighters fans who are familiar with the characters, you know, like playing with the returning characters. It was not a good year for returning characters. Like King of Fighters 14 was definitely geared and balanced towards the newer characters, because I mean, you see that because, you know, most of your top tier players, they use the new characters. Shun'ei, Leona is not really a new character, but you know, Leona was like one of the characters that was actually still top tier in the game. Leona, and of course, like the DLC characters and stuff like that, except for Vanessa and Yamazaki. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not even gonna talk about that, man. But yeah, man. I mean, I really like what they did with Terry. Not really feeling the song. Man, bro, like these soundtracks, bro. Like I wish like whoever composed the King of Fighters 11 and 13 soundtracks, man. Like I wish they would come back and do this, man. Like those were like the best King of Fighters game with the best soundtracks, in my opinion. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with that, or just let me know what your favorite King of Fighters soundtrack is. But yeah, man. But yeah, I'm really liking what they did with Terry. I'm expecting great things. Of course, we all saw Team Fatal Fury happening with Terry, Joe, and Andy. But you know, like I said in my last video, I was just hoping that they would do something different for a change. But you know, it's still room for new things to happen. There's still room for Mai to come in and Mai to possibly be with Hoku Tamaru. But more than likely, she's going to be with Yuri. And as Yuri was released in the last trailer, and I'm going to do a video for that one as well. I know it's going to be late, but whatever. She's more than likely going to be with Yuri, and then she's also going to be with King. But, you know, I'm hoping that Hoku tomorrow makes an appearance. Maybe he'll just come as DLC or something like that. I mean, I'm just saying Rock made it, so I'm pretty sure other people from Garo Mark of the Woods would make a return as well. But yeah, man, speaking of Mark of the Woods character, I really want Hoku tomorrow in there, and I'm also hoping, but I'm skeptical with Gato Futaba. I'm hoping that they'll bring him back, but as far as things are going, man, I think they're gonna make him like suck. But I mean, that's just me. Yeah, but that's it for this video, man. You know, if you guys enjoyed it, you know, please like, share, and subscribe. It really will help the channel out and help me out. And till next time, man, this is Blakey the Kid reminding you guys to stay faithful.